This essay is titled, "You Are Not Immortal." You're talking to someone at a party. In between their half hiccups and through their substance-stained breath, you listen to them speak about some aspect of their life they're particularly passionate about. You smile, nodding, hoping it'll buy you a few more seconds of allowing your eyes to wander around the dwelling you're becoming increasingly more familiar with, especially at this exact angle. How long has this gone on? The desk lamp's design to your right keeps demanding your gaze, probably because you're trying to find some escape from this conversation in its plaid wallpaper-esque makeup. They haven't even asked about me yet. By the state of them, I'm not sure they will. How can someone go on this long about themselves? Only they could see themselves in a mirror right now. Oh, they've asked about me. Right on cue. Right, probably just trying to get me engaged in the conversation. Why have they asked about me? Is there some ulterior motive? Can someone save me from this conversation? Preferably someone, I don't know, better? And without you knowing, you've traded presence for performance. In a moment where you could have been present, appreciative of the human life in front of you, curious, in a state of wonder about what you could learn from them, you chose to search for and then latch onto your fleeting sense of superiority over this person. But superiority feels good, feels powerful. Does it? What happens if you're not superior to this person? What happens if there exists only a flat, equalized plane that we all stand, sit, and lie on? What are you performing towards? Who are you performing for? These answers are difficult ones to find, because I don't think we're searching for them. We don't know we're searching for anything at all. We've allowed ourselves to subscribe so religiously to the version of life where the planet revolves around us, where we are superior, where we live forever, because how could it be any different? That in truth, we've gotten lazy. We've leaned into convenience, the pleasant feeling of avoiding the certainty of our own demise and the context it brings to every moment, every decision, every conversation in our life. Oh boy. Oh, but isn't it such a sweet feeling? Feeling immortal, if just for a millisecond. Meeting someone's eyes and feeling a devilish smile crawl out of you, one that could only communicate that in just that millisecond, you've pictured your entire life with this person. Then looking away and continuing the walk that you embarked on 10 minutes ago to clear your mind, to clean up the mess, knowing deeply that it will return because we are performing. We're avoiding the truth. But I'm not performing, we say. No. I've just identified this person as, at this moment, as someone I don't want to spend time with. I've already made the decision. I have evidence. I've spoken to them. It wouldn't work, the two of us being friends or anything. Not to mention all the unconscious biases I hold. But because I have standards that in this exact moment where they should have been prepared to be in my presence and not off laughing so hard that they sweat through their shirt, mind you, a sight and stench that I now have to experience, they aren't performing for me. Okay? Tell them. What? Tell them. I can't tell them. They'll think of me poorly. Why? Because we often try to accept reality without allowing reality first. We accept the version of reality that works for us, that this person standing across from us at this party doesn't yearn to be seen and touched as drivers on late-night escapades splash through puddles outside their bedroom window too. No, that could only be me. They don't constantly check old friends or acquaintances' Instagram followings to ensure their spot still exists untouched, because that's only what I do. And I'm specific, and I'm alone, and being alone is safe. Safe? How could we be safe? We uncover every stone we find and search for a promise that we are important, we mean something, we are seen, when the only promise of this existence stares us right in the face, whether we're looking in the mirror or into the eyes of another as they sip their canned concoction at a party we sobbed over the decision of attending or not. Fine. I'm the worst, okay? I hear death's song and I choose to take out my earphones. I choose to listen to something else. Is there something so wrong with that? I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, okay? Oh, child, if you don't think I'm aware of that, then I apologize for not making it more clear. You're trying your best with a body and a brain built to focus on negativity. You can be 1 through 99% happy, fulfilled, feeling alive, but you can either be 0 or 100% dead. No wonder your brain, first built and then adapted to billions of years of life, strives to keep you safe, to keep you alive, but you are infinite. You are not your body or your brain. You are of infinite intelligence, able to accept the truth, and anything the truth can destroy, it should. It's a scary thing, watching skyscrapers fall, especially when you've built them. Especially when you or someone else teaches you that your intuition and knowledge should sit on the bench while you create new players in an entirely new game. This is the danger of feeling immortal. All of those moments where it felt good to be one of the gods, all of those disrespectful promises you made to yourself about a future you have no authority over, all of the times following the trodden trail of inaction or even fallacious action, they've led you here. Watching the towers you plan to live in for eternity crash down into the flat plane of existence. We all return here, whether we're conscious of it or not. No one lives in their skyscraper forever, no matter how tall they build it or how structurally sound they convince themselves it is. Well, if this is true, what's the point of it all? You've just argued that this life is devoid of meaning. Have you accomplished your goal? Not yet. How is this life devoid of meaning when a half-grown tree blows in the wind, stretching its branches, looking up at the elderly oaks that surround him or her? How could this life be meaningless when the sunset and the shoulder of someone you've seen completely naked sit on the beach waiting for you? Considering your mortality gives you the reason, it does not take it away. If used correctly, if fully accepted and not silently protested against, death is the great motivator, making you more active, less analytical, more present, and most importantly, filled with humility and focused on service towards others and yourself. This, as far as I can see at this moment, is why. Accept this. Accept that this concept is you and move through the world with it. Look in your mother's eyes and tell her everything you feel about her today. Expand the smile that creeped out of you on your walk and go ask that person if they feel the same. Tell the person across from you at the party the truth. But be cautious and questioning in what you call the truth. The great irony of life is that we've all been both the person carrying on the decaying conversation and also the person resenting it. So what exactly is the truth? Lie down on the level plane of existence that exists. Don't even ask for a sleeping bag. Don't wear a shirt. Allow your back to feel the ground and then tell your truth. If you are wrong, you now know. If you are right, you now know. Do not expect to reach a point where considering your mortality becomes automatic. It is not a destination, it is not an answer, but rather a question to put your feet up and sit with. Remember, only gods, immortals, have all the answers, and how boring their mornings and afternoons must be. But to be at that party, to have the opportunity to converse with someone under dim lights, meaningful and meaningless conversations humming around you, to fill your nights with truths that scare you, I can't help but imagine the gods jealous of us mortals.